Maybe goes to a corporation, says, ask some questions, demand some answers. Right? That's journalism that bubbles up from the grassroots. The other kind of news that we get is something that comes from power. Right? Somebody at the top says, here's the discussion I'd really like you to have. Here's what I'd like you to be talking about. How great I am. What a good governor I am. What a good CEO I am. What a great school system I'm running. And here's the parameters of the discourse. That's public relations, really, but it can be called news. So how much of the news in this study by Pew came from the grassroots? How much from power? Cut to the chase. 14% from the grassroots. 86% from power. 86% public relations feeding on down, telling us what we should talk about. Now, is it just Baltimore's problem? Of course, it must just be Baltimore. Actually, in the book, as we went across the country, we found the same story or variations on it, city after city after city. And it fits with research that tells us that today, the ratio of public relations people to journalists, working journalists, is about 4 to 1. 4 public relations people for every 1 working journalist. Just 30 years ago, the ratio was 1.2 to 1. So think about what's happened. We've had this dramatic explosion in package news, in managed discussion, in managed debate, as we have a dramatic decline in journalism. What do you end up with? Well, you end up with something that would make George Orwell hit his head and say, what a piker I was. I wrote 1984. I thought that Big Brother would be watching you. I was wrong. It turns out you'll be watching Big Brother. 24/7, round-the-clock news channels that feed you a packaged information that has very little journalism, a lot of weather, a lot of tips about how to be less fat, a lot of crime stories maybe, but not much journalism. That's the crisis that we are in.